America's malls about to become 15-minute cities. Hey everybody, Skull Walters, buckle up, strap in. We got a hard-hitting pull, no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows or sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a good one to unpackage today. Welcome to the show. I hope everybody's doing great. So buckle up and strap in. This one is going to blow your mind, what I'm seeing playing out right in my own backyard. And friends, listen, I live in an episode of $1 Million Listing, a city of wealth. We've got some big real estate shifts happening right now. You know, people always ask me, because I live only, an hour away from Los Angeles, where they just lost 16,000 big time homes. And these people need somewhere to go. And, they're starting to filter up here into my area. And, a lot of homeowners are like, well, don't you think that some of these people from the Pacific Palisades will be interested in buying maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't have them calling me up right now like, hey, Scott, they are in shock is what these people need, grief counseling. I don't think they're willing to buy another Southern California home. Most of these people probably want out of the state at this point. But we are going to see a lot of renters. A lot of people are going to want rentals for sure while they figure things out. And unfortunately, it's just going to go from bad to worse. And the reality is this, what I'm seeing right now, I've reported on this before. If you're new, get subscribed, watch some of my old videos. But I've shown you our local malls, and leave it in the comments below. What's your local mall doing? Is it like lining people out the doors? Ours are sucking air. They're losing anchor stores. They're getting slated to be demoed and turned into condos. And this is something they've wanted to do to this mall that's been sucking air for quite some time, courtesy of Amazon and e-commerce. It's killed the retailer. Everything's changing, right? And so now there's been these whispers of 15-minute cities. That's exactly what's happening. The local mall now, finally, after years of asking, can we convert this to residential? Nope. Yeah, sure, let's do it. There's a housing shortage. There's not a housing shortage, by the way. There's an affordability crisis. We overheated the biggest asset class on planet Earth with no organic growth, targeted stimulus. And then we kicked the can too far down the road. We should have risen rates the second it started to exhibit bubble behavior. I could have told you that. We trust leadership to do the right thing. They failed. They failed us. And while a lot of us, I own real estate, it probably went bonkers, doubled in value too. I don't care. It's income property. It performs as it's supposed to perform. And that's why I always tell you guys, make sure your properties pencil out. Your cost to carry is within its rent range. That's the only insurance policy you really need to pull for yourself. Plus, it's the path to wealth. You're not going to get rich owning one home. You're not. Your home. I'd rather see you rent or buying investment properties wherever you can find properties that pencil out. I was talking to another subscriber. I talk to you guys all the time. We're out there doing exactly that for you. That's the only way I know how to protect you. You always want an agent willing to put your needs before their own. An agent in better shape than their clients. If your agent only has commissions to pay their bills, don't use them. You need an agent that has other income, in my opinion, investment income, like me, which allows me to turn on this camera and give real talk. I will walk away from a listing before I take one and get you stuck on the market. But agents these days, they'll tell you whatever you need to hear to get your listing, knowing they're probably never going to be able to get your asking price that you set, not them. You showed them the comps. And even if you come on the market based on the current comps, you're still stuck on market because people aren't racing over to see a house that's priced at the top of its price range. What do I always say here? Find out who your competition is and do what? Beat them. How am I going to get people over to a house that's priced along with everybody else? I need to come on a little under everybody else. So everybody that's still out there in that price point shopping will come to my showing, to my listing, to my open house. That creates urgency. That's been a proven method even before the crisis, but it's never proved to be more important than it is right now. But the reality is this, friends. Malls usually have anchor stores, usually two on opposing ends, and then you have the small stores in between, and you base the cost to lease those smaller stores based on foot traffic between the two anchor stores. If you lose one anchor store, that's bad. You lose both, you are dead in the water. Kiss it goodbye. And that's what's happening to two malls. We have two malls in our city, about 100,000 people in the city. Two malls, one's lost both anchor stores, the other one's lost one, only has one left, and they're on life support. And their lease is up in a year and they have no plans on renewing because the Macy's is shuttering stores left and right. It's getting ugly out there, isn't it? The commercial real estate market holds a separate video. Could collapse the economy in and of itself. But it gets better or worse depending on how you look at it. So what we're doing now with this mall is they finally agreed to let the owner convert it into condominiums, mixed use, and they're going to have everything there that you need. It's going to be a virtual city in of itself. And this is going to happen if you have a mall in your city and it's sucking air. Eventually what they're doing is they're targeting malls to turn them in to 15-minute cities. You'll have your urgent care, your McDonald's, your grocery outlet, whatever. They don't want you to leave. You just stay here and be good little citizens, and we're going to track you with your cell phone and make sure you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing. That's already happening, right? With insurance companies now, auto insurance. You can turn on your phone and it'll track you to see if you're going the speed limit and watch it, and you have an adjustable rate based on how you're performing. That used to be based on your driving record. How many tickets, you get a ticket or an accident, your rate goes up. Not anymore. Turn on your phone. That'll do it for you. Insanity, the brave new world. We reported on this. It's going to become, you'll own nothing but be happy. A renter nation is in place. And listen, friends, it's no longer just, conspiracy theories. It's happening. Here in my backyard, I'm watching it. I'm watching commercial properties being leveled with affordable housing going up, apartment buildings going up, 15-minute city malls going up. It's all happening. And, I've always said this was such a mismanaged, it all comes down to the crisis, right? If it's not for the crisis, we're not talking today. Stimulus measures, stimulus money, and stimulus programs. Those are the three instruments we use during stimulus. And one of those stimulus programs one of those stimulus measures was the real estate market. How do we get that stimulated? Well, we overstimulated it, didn't we? And I'll tell you how we did that. What we did is we made agents essential workers, and we could not do open houses to the public, only one-on-one showings. Masks, sanitizers, booties, forms that you had to sign before you go into the property. You felt like you almost needed a hazmat suit. It was crazy. But with that low interest rate environment, everybody begging for the house, begging, overpaying, throwing caution to the buying at any cost. In fact, buying Airbnbs. What's going on with the Airbnb businesses out there? Are they doing great? No. Houses are heading back to the banks, my friends. And guess where these homeowners are going to need to go? They're going to become renters. They are going to be the ones filling up these 15-minute city rental properties. This is what's really happening, friends, in my opinion, my humble opinion. Housing starts, single-family homes are done. The permits are in the toilet. But when you look at multifamily apartment buildings on the rise, what could that tell you? Well, I'll tell you what it tells you. It tells you that they are anticipating an onslaught of renters coming as they start to lose homes. How many people bought in the crisis, friends? How many people bought at the top of a super bubble? I'll tell you how many. Over 20 million. Let me repeat. Over 20 million people bought in the height of not just a garden variety bubble, a super bubble. Their homes are going upside down as we speak. Right now, as I'm speaking, another homeowner just went upside down. Their house is no longer worth what they paid. And guess what? They didn't have me as their agent saying, hey, no agents do this. Agents, listen up. Well, they can't because they survive on commissions only. They're in worse shape than their clients. Their mortgage relies on your sale. A lot of these foreclosures are going to be real estate agents getting their homes foreclosed on. And I hate that. I hate to see that. I was talking to a client today, and they wanted me to take their listing. They're like, I had this person come over and look at the house, and they looked down their nose at me like, oh, your house doesn't show very well, blah, 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 blah. Like I was lucky to even have them there. And I said, listen, lady, ma'am, Rosemary, listen, I'm a real estate agent. And I don't even like real estate agents. I get it. I get it. It's become an episode of TikTok show off grandstand. I don't like it. This is real estate, the biggest asset class on planet Earth. Treat it with the respect it deserves. It's not an Instagram reel or a TikTok video of you having fun on somebody's property. Before the crisis, fine. But now, not so good anymore. People are scared. They cannot keep up with their cost of living, and they're about to lose homes and land in 15-minute city rentals, not because they want to, because they have to. And final thoughts, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a real estate guy that wants to see you not only win in real estate, win in life, understand the waters you're swimming in now. They're shark-infested, 15-minute cities. Welcome to the swimming pool. It appears that you're targeting malls that are failing to actually put these things together. And it's not actually trying, you're doing it. I'm watching our local mall now being slated to be demoed and turned in to mixed use communities, mixed use commercial residential communities with everything you need right there, so you don't have to leave anymore. You can be good little citizens and stay within your boundaries. The brave new world. Your opportunity, friends, right now is looking at you in the face. This is your opportunity to take one last bite of the apple. It's only going to be in select areas that you can get to pencil out. That's where you want an agent willing to say, hey, listen, I'm glad you want to buy, but let's make sure your payment, if you're carrying a mortgage, which most people do, is within the property's rent range. So if something happens to you or your income, renter goes in, it cash flows, you're fine. You don't have to lose the home. And better yet, you live in it for a couple of years and you call me and say, Scott, I want to do that again. We do that a handful of times. You now are wealthy in real estate, which is the path to wealth where 95% of all millionaires made their money. And that's why I'm going to be here to blow the lid off it every step of the way. Because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to contact me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you need help buying or selling real estate here in America, I have the biggest network, top-rated agents in the nation ready to assist you. It would be our honor and our privilege to do so. Email in the description for you as well. Also, if you're watching from your television set today and you enjoyed this video, you're going to love the next video. And there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Please go make it count today. God bless, and I'll see you on the next video.